Hi, I am Charlie Jepson. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. I am the Head of Education for Glitterbels, and we did decide that we were going to do a live on the Annabelle page, and we said send your questions, and then we got about 1 million questions, and we decided we can't stay live for like 12 hours obviously, so we're going to answer as many of the questions we can now in video format, so that if anyone misses it they can come back and watch it, and hopefully we'll get through more of the questions. If we have to do another video, we'll do another video, but it just made it a lot easier for us guys and you guys, so that you do get the answers that you're asking. I'm introducing you again. Yeah. You've got a lot of editing to do.
No, it's okay, I'm starting.
Alright, so we've got Ebony helping today. She runs our YouTube channel. I hope you all follow the YouTube channel. There's a link going in the comments just in case you don't. But I'll speak about that later because we've had questions about that as well. She's going to ask the questions that you've emailed in, because there's that many. I want to like say your name or whatever. If I can acknowledge you, I will acknowledge you, but sometimes there's been quite a few of the same question. So she's going to read them out, and it makes it a bit easier for me.
Okay, so the first question is, why are my fingers burning when I'm applying acrylic or gel?
Right. Ladies, this is called an exothermic reaction, so it's known as a heat spike. So I don't know if you're quite new to it, you might not, but if you've worn hard gel before and you've gone and had your nails done, you put your hand in the lamp and it's like, it hurts sometimes, let's be honest. With a hard gel it does, you've got a bigger heat spike, but it's just the polymerization process, it's nothing sinister. It also can be that you're working too wet. But 9 times out of 10 it is on thumbs, because there's a bigger surface area, so you are doing a bigger bead. So the polymerization process, it's like little hammers on the nail. The best way to counteract it is to actually bang the hands. So you like tap tap tap, so as the product's tapping on you, you're tapping back, and that does help reduce the pain. It's not too painful. It's more painful with a gel than it is an acrylic, but it's nothing sinister, it's nothing to worry about. You don't have to be panicking that you've got to soak them off. We've had a few people say before, oh, I soaked them off because it was burning the fingers. You absolutely don't have to do that. It's not melting the nail plate or anything like that. It's just a polymerization process.
Okay, so we've had a few questions regarding the Glitterbels gel polish. A few of them being, why is my Glitterbels gel polish chipping, peeling or crinkling?
Right, so I'm guessing they're off a few different people. Right, if your product is chipping or peeling, you must look at your application process or your prep, then capping the free edge. If you're capping the free edge, you don't just cap it with colour, you cap it with your dehydrator, your primer, your base coat, your colour, and every layer of colour as well, not just your one layer, every layer of colour, and then your top coat. It needs to be wrapped around the nail, so to speak, and this will help prevent the chipping. Peeling again is going to be looking at, are you applying, because they are clear products, and sometimes they don't always go as close to the cuticle. If you miss a bit of base coat off a side wall or off down by the cuticle, that product's got nothing to adhere to. It's not designed to stick on the nail, it's designed to stick to the base coat. So if you just miss it and you haven't got good desk light, like lights are amazing, get a good desk light so that you can actually see where your product's being applied. Wrinkling is definitely if you are using too much product. I know you feel like, oh, I need to get this done, I need to speed it up, but you'll actually take longer because you have to remove it all, then you have to prep again, you have to dehydrate again, prime again, base coat again. You're going to spend longer. Another major thing that I have come across quite a bit is not using the correct lamp for the gel that we actually have. So our lamp is designed to cure our gel polish. If you're using a different lamp, you can't say for sure that it's actually curing the gel polish. A gel polish will look cured at 50%. So it looks cured, it appears to be cured, but it's not. And if it's at 50% curing, then you're basically walking around with wet gel polish. So you need to make sure that you're using a Glitterbels lamp. Look at this little bad boy. Oh my gosh, I hope it's... Why would you not want to use this little bad boy? It's amazing. And it's designed to cure the photo initiator. in our gel polish. So we do always advise that you use our lamp with our gel polish.
So the next question is, what is the difference between no wipe top coat and rubber top coat?
Ah, right. Yeah, this is actually really good that it's asked after the gel polish as well, because again, I get people asking me, why is my gel polish cracked? Right, straight away I'm going to ask you, have you used no wipe top coat for the gel polish? You should not be using no wipe top coat for gel polish. Gel polish is flexible and it cures at around 99%. Then we go on with rubber top coat, and that's the same, and then the inhibition layer is removed with the cleanser. If you use the gel polish and then go on with no wipe, that's 100% cured, so it's going to crack, because I try and draw this when I'm teaching, but imagine a wiggly line and then straight line. It's going to move, and then before you know it, it's going to get the cracks in it. And then when I do actually say that to the students, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've been using no wipe top coat. The no wipe top coat is amazing on acrylics because they're solid. The no wipe top coat solid, job done, cure it, off you pop. But definitely not on top of a gel polish. Look how beautiful mine are. Just so you know, this is I Dare You. I'm sure you're all going to ask. You are going to ask because my nails look really fit. So you're definitely going to ask me, Charlie, what colour have you got on your nails? Tell you what I've got on my nails, Huns. This little bad boy. I've actually got it out because there's no way in these comments you're not going to ask me. Because I would ask. I'd be like, that colour's well fit.
So the next question is, how to mix gel polish?
Right. Mixing gel polish, I love. I'm always telling my students, get a black, get a white, because that way you can actually, you can darken a colour or lighten a colour. I would definitely advise getting a separate gel brush, because if you use one of the brushes from the two maybe that you mix, you're going to contaminate it. You need to mix it on a palette or a little dish, you know, little dishes. I'd say a pallette's easier, but a little dish is less likely to spill if you've got to make quite a bit. Make sure you're making up as well. We've all been there where we've mixed a beautiful colour and then got to the end and we're like, brr. You've got to make sure you do it perfect again. So my advice is use a gel brush. Use a gel brush and stir and stir. If you think you've stirred enough, stir a little bit more. You can't have any streaks of colour running through because that will show, that will paint on the nail. So you need to make sure you mix it completely so that there is no streaking. You don't want to be able to see one of either colour. You need to see your new colour. But yeah, I love a good gel polish mix. It makes more colours. Like, we have a range of 200 gel polishes, so over 200 gel polishes, and we're getting more. I wonder if I'm allowed to say. Shall we say?
I think we should say.
I
think we should say.
Right, well, just so you know, girls and boys, we're actually going to be launching more gel polishes. So we know that our gel polishes are thinner viscosity, which might mean you need, some of the coats you might need 3 coats. This is because we are following every guideline going when it comes to pigment. Behind the scenes for the last 12 months, Annabelle has been working on a 1 coat gel polish, which so excites me, which it's in the name. It's a 1 coat gel polish, so it's going to be a thicker viscosity. It's going to be 1 coat, and there's about 100 in the next month or 2. We might get shouted at for telling you this, but we're not even bothered. This is our thing. This is our dream now. We're sharing the dream with you, but we are going to have 200 gel polish, and then we're going to have possibly 100 1 coat gel polish. So we are expanding the range of gel polishes to match with our range of super duper acrylics, which we've got over 400 of and still going.
So continuing with the questions regarding gel polish, we've got one that is, why is my gel polish fading?
Come on, Charlie.
I'm gonna do this. Ah.
Right. Take 2.
Go on.
Continuing with the gel polish questions, we've got another one that is, why is my gel polish fading?
Yeah, I actually got one the other day as well. The reasons the gel polishes fade is a lot of times due to the elements. So we've had quite a lot of sunshine, or people have, if they've been lucky enough, been going away. So the UV light is everywhere. So what that does is continue to cure the polish, and this can cause it to fade, especially with your pinks or your lilac tones. Also, sanitizers having a lot of detrimental effect, which I'll go into more later as well. That can affect it. Things like suntan lotions, even hairspray can affect your gel polish, because what a lot of people don't realise is you spray your hairspray. I wish I had some hairspray right now, ladies, just so you know, because I went out in the rain and I must be half lion or something, because my head instantly turns into what is only can be described as a mane. So we're going to have to apologise for this. I wish I had some hairspray to flatten it down, but if I did have some hairspray to flatten it down, I'd instantly rub my fingers with cotton wool, because cotton wool is a natural buffer. But because it sits in the air and then you sit there, you don't realise, it then sits on your nail and it's tacky and it absorbs dirt and mess. You go in your pocket, you get dirty. So even hairspray can be detrimental to a gel polish, or some sort of, you know, your top coats and things. But yeah, in answer to the question about the fading, products, and at the minute the hot weather. So unfortunately there's not really much we can do about the sunshine, and I'm not going to wish the sunshine away because I'm loving it.
So the next question is, where can I find information on the Glitterbels training courses?
My thing. Yeah, the information on the training, you can always message me. I'll take your message at 12 o'clock at night. We have got our website. All the educators are available. We have our training page. We literally have so many resources for you guys to reach out to us. On Instagram, you'll see that I've got a phone that you can ring 7 days a week. You can ask me anything. We have the Instagram, the Facebook page. All our educators are there available for any questions. The only thing, can I just add, so we will put a link in of all these things. We will put links in the comments of everywhere you can contact us, my telephone number, anything like that. What I do really want to say is, please, if you do book a course, do not use the product. We have put a lovely little letter in. I think Ebony, did you not design that?
I did make that letter.
You did, the queen. But we are finding a few people are using the product before training, and that is just a no-go. We've done this where we did used to send your kits to the educators, but we're going to trust you, and we're going to say we're going to send it you, and we're going to put a little note in and say, please do not touch me. Just make sure you've got everything in. So we'll send a list of what you should have in your kit, and then don't touch it. And I know, girls, like, I know what this looks like. I get it. I want to touch it. I want to play with it. But if you're not trained, then the effects that can happen through using these products incorrectly could be so detrimental to your career even starting, let alone like the way you apply. So you could pick up bad habits. Well, we can all pick up bad habits. Some people pick their nose, let's be honest. But then you can cause reactions, and once you have reactions, then how do you intend to work with these products? Like, I've been in this industry 13 years. I couldn't have had my career if every time I touched product my hands were reacting. So we really need to reinforce this, that please do not touch your kits. Just check it, that's fine. Your training shouldn't be any longer than a week or two before you actually start using it. And when you're using it and you're using it properly, that's so satisfying for yourself, because you're learning and you're doing it properly, you're doing it the right way, you're using a really good product, you're using, well, I'm going to say it, I'm going to call it, we are the biggest brand in the UK right now. We are outselling. You girls are smashing it. You're doing the best nails in the country by far for anywhere I see. So do it properly. That's all I can say.
So we had another question from one of our lovely ladies on Facebook, and it says, why are my hands so much drier since starting back to work?
Oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad someone's actually asked it, because I don't know how many of you guys will have had a message off me about the effects of the sanitizer. So I'm almost teaching you now, Ebony. I'm talking at you, not just the camera.
Teach me.
Right, so sanitizer is wonderful, and right now, yes guys, we need it, but you also need to be coinciding that with a moisturiser for yourself at night once you finish work. We are using sanitizer way more than we ever would, and I get it, in this industry we would always sanitize and wash our hands, but then we wouldn't have been asked to do that if we were just going in a shop or just going, you know, out and about, and we are. So we are all overusing this sanitizer, and it's breaking down the microflora in the skin, and then it's starting to dry our skin out, which is then even worse, making us more prone to allergic reactions. So again, going back to the don't use your kit, if you've been for the past 4 months, like I have, and like everybody else has, or are we even on 5 months now? Like I've lost count, but sanitising like crazy, but then not putting that moisture back in, you know, at night, then your hands are going to be more prone to contact dermatitis or anything like that. And we are seeing it, and we have had a couple of ladies even contact us about having an allergic reaction from nowhere. I don't want everyone to blame the HEMA either, which I'm going to go over because I know we've got questions about HEMA free, so I am going to answer that. The sanitizer is playing a huge part in why our hands are dry. I did have a client when she come back, and I was convinced that she'd been doing her own nails, and she wasn't. She was a post-it, so every street she was sanitising. So you've got to then be mindful about what you're doing to yourself, but also your clients. If your clients are looking really dry, you need to be advising them, get some moisturiser on at night. Once you're at home and you're in your house, you don't need to be sanitising all the time, so moisturise all the time. We wouldn't wash our face with soap, because I won't wash my face in soap anyway, but we wouldn't wash our face in soap and then put sanitizer all over it, because it would just dry it out. And we know that. All of us would go, yeah, of course you wouldn't do that, but that's what we're doing to our hands, and that is what is then causing lifting, it's causing colour changes, it's causing reactions. So we need to be mindful that we are advising techs and the clients to moisturise.
Going back to our training side of things, we've got a little question, which is, when is face-to-face training coming back?
Guys, it is coming back. We have got some of our educators who are already now back in the classrooms, and they've got the dates online. It's coming back slowly and surely. Obviously the educators are having to be extra cautious due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that they are not putting too many people on training classes, that they've got the correct PPE. So yeah, I know it has took a little longer, but it's just because we're being so careful to look after you and the educators. But yeah, they're all there, they're all ready to roll with the classroom training. Here at Annabelle's, they've got the classroom training coming back. It's all coming back slowly and surely. We just have to be careful.
So we've had a few questions in regarding allergic reactions and violet monomer versus the HEMA-free monomer.
Yeah, I did say it before, I'm going to cover it. Right, okay, so 13 years in this industry, guys, and this industry is run on using HEMA. Don't want it solely to be put on the violet monomer containing the HEMA, because again, we're in a completely different world at the minute. We're in a world where we are using this sanitizer. Also, if people aren't trained and they're flooding the cuticles or touching the skin, I've had a few people send me videos to say, this is what I do, don't understand, there is product on the skin. That is overexposure, and as soon as you start to overexpose yourself, then that's when you've got an issue, because that's when the allergic reactions come in. It's now going to be a lot more sudden, because again, the microflora in the skin is being broken down with the sanitizer, so you've got no natural protection. So if, going back to the don't use your kit, if you've been sanitising for 4 months and you start flooding yourself with monomer, you're going to react. It isn't the monomer, it's the skin, it's the fact that you're touching it with the monomer. So I don't have, you know, the favourite monomer. My favourite monomer is actually clear, because I just love it. But yeah, HEMA free is brilliant if you are allergic to HEMA. If you are allergic to HEMA, again, I want to say maybe opt to go down the sculpting route, because then we've got HEMA in the glue. With the primer, you've got to be extra cautious not to get any, even in the sidewalls or anything. If you're allergic to HEMA, nothing. Well, to be fair, even if you're not allergic to HEMA, you're going to make yourself allergic to HEMA if it's touching your skin. But if you are, you have to be so extra cautious. So I would say if it was me, I would simply dehydrate, primer, and then sculpt, because then I'm at least eliminating the HEMA from the glue and the HEMA from the monomer. The HEMA-free monomer is amazing, and I get that, but it's not always HEMA that's at fault, and that's the issue, like, that I don't want people to get into this. HEMA's really bad, and I'm never going to use it, because the likelihood is if you want to stay in this industry a long time, you're going to come across products with HEMA, and they are good products. The violet monomer and the clear monomer contain the HEMA. I use them all the time. It's touching the skin. We have to be so cautious that we are not flooding cuticles, even just down to your brush angles. If your brush angle is flat like this and you are touching the skin here, you're overexposing, even down to cleaning up. So then we wear our gloves and we go, oh yeah, that's brilliant, we're wearing our gloves, we've done our clients because we're all having to wear gloves now. Then we start cleaning up. So the client's gone, take off the gloves, throw them in the bin, start picking up the tissue. The tissue is full of monomer. So again, our hands are full of monomer. We get a dappen dish and we start wiping it out with a lint-free pad. The lint-free pad is porous, so at the back of our fingers we've got monomer. So these are the things that you learn when you've done training that you shouldn't be doing. I think I wrote it on a post in the training page, same thing about the face. You wouldn't get that monomer, start rubbing it in your hands, rubbing it in your legs and putting it on your face. So the same principles apply to the skin on the hands.
So the next question is, how can I remove my gel polish faster?
Oh, I've got a good tip for this one. Right, so gel polish will speed up with heat, so you could do something nice with like some heated mitts, or you wrap them. Another good trick, because you're using acetone, you are dehydrating the nail. So the nail then goes, oh my God, what's going on? And it tries to absorb the colour back because the colour's breaking down and softening back up. So if you actually apply oil before putting the acetone on, it actually helps, and it kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I've tried to make a video of removal for that, but it like flutters up, and it's actually nice when you see it. It all flutters up off the nail bed, and it helps that. It helps it do that because the oils are also, right now, I'm going to promote oil like crazy because again, we've got sanitizer. I know I keep going on about it, sanitizer, but dehydrating. So if we then go on with acetone and dehydrate them a little bit more, so put the oil on and then that will help it remove. Or like I said, the nice little heated mitts, that's always a nice touch. You've just got to be mindful that it's not too hot.
So you can see that our lovely Charlie is sat at one of our Glitterballs desks. We've had a lot of questions about where you can order them, how you can customise them, if you've ordered them, how long they take to arrive. So Charlie's going to answer some questions about that.
I'm going to do it because I've got a couple in my inbox saying, where is my desk? Right, these desks are custom made. They are totally bespoke. What is just going on out of my mouth? We're not editing this out. Bespoke desk. Bespoke, I don't know what bespoke is. But the bespoke desk, and so they have to be handmade, they're handcrafted to your specifications. They are fit. Like, there's no picture on this planet that does this table justice. If I could nick it, I would nick it. I'm even waiting for my desk, like legit. I'll wait until whenever, till that desk arrives, but one day they are going to rock up at my shop and I'm going to be buzzing. It's going to be like Christmas Day. Look at it. I'm not even sorry that I'm hanging over the desk. Even the feel of it's amazing. And we've got drawers and drawers and it's just fabulous, but I do understand that you're as excited about these as you are for the products, and I get you all get super excited about the products. But please just bear with us. It happened when COVID happened, so we launched them and it was like, there was nothing really much we could do. That was the nightmare moment for us because they couldn't get them to you. We're now hand delivering them. They're going all over the world. Like, you guys, you're just from everywhere. And it's lovely and it's beautiful, and we don't want to let you down. We never want to let you down. But unfortunately, due to COVID, it just happened to be that we couldn't even get them made. We couldn't get things for them. But we are literally down to the last few that I spoke to Elliot about, and he said they were down to the last few, so you can get your orders in. But please be aware, this isn't going to be a week turnover. If you want a bespoke desk, I mean, you've got so many choices of colours and fabrics. If you want that, then there is going to be like a 6-week wait for a desk.
I think we're bringing in more colours as well for the fabric that goes on the front of them, which is amazing. You can get all different like customisations, so you can go silver, gold, rose gold, whatever you want. And it's so beautiful.
Like, my even can't even with this desk.
It's just amazing.
I don't know how I'm going to walk away from it, because I'm just maybe just going to drag it, and you can feel it. Like, guys, it's a sturdy desk.
It's very, like, the quality is very high. And then the
little dust extraction, it's got like glitter bells on it. It's so cute. I love it to bits. It's beautiful. It's well going to be worth the wait. That's all I can say.
So we've got another question regarding the desks. And it is, when will my desk arrive?
Yeah, so I did kind of just cover that one, because I just go off on tangents, Holmes. I'm not even sorry, I just do. But there should be, there's a shipment gone to America as well. I know, I'm aware of that one. But after this, and now the restrictions are lifting, they're aiming to get them out in a 2-week window. But at the minute, the people that did order, there is like a 6-week window, isn't there? So yeah, we're aiming for 2 weeks to get these desks done, made and out to you.
We've got another little education / Glitterbels training question here. So it's who to call / contact when getting assigned to your educator.
Right. So the process of the booking is you book online, and then Lola in the office will send you a lovely little welcome email. She'll send you your manuals if you've got manuals for that course, and then I will allocate you your educator. You can pick your educators. Remember that. You can write the name in the comments. So if you've got a favourite educator, or someone you follow, or someone you look up to, you can just put their name in, and then I can see that, and then I'll allocate you to them. Then the educators, I've got like 3 to 5 days, and they'll get in touch with you. If it's over a weekend, it can take a little longer, because they do tend to run classes at the weekend. Plus, these ladies are working in salons, teaching, and you know, they are mothers and they want to spend time with their families at the weekend as well. So if you give a week, if you still not heard from your educator in a week, or you haven't heard about your training course, message me. Come to me on Facebook, come to me on Instagram. You can email the training page, and we will look into that allocation for you. That's not a problem.
So this is the question Charlie's been dreading, and it is bundles.
Bundles!
We're explaining bundles for everybody.
Oh my, you know, I don't dread the question. Right, I get asked it a lot. So people will say, what's in my product bundle? So I just want to explain to you what a product bundle is. And we did get asked today of a lady, and she said, can someone explain the bundles properly? Because I think in writing as well, it's very different. That's why I like, a lot of you probably, if you have messaged me, I've probably rung you, because I find it easier to just, and I do like talking clearly. I don't stop. Sometimes I don't even know if I breathe, but it just happens and it sort of falls out my face. Anyway, see what I mean? Bundles. So if you're buying with Divide By, because yes, we do have 0% finance. Ding ding.
Check us out.
So if you're buying through Divide By, and you're going to spread the cost of your course, if you had a bundle of like £100 or £400, you can then also spread the cost of your stock. So what happens is you add the bundle, and you pay for your course with your finance, and you get your monthly payment. Them points then get converted into points. Then that bundle, that amount gets converted into points on your account, your Nails by Annabelle account. At which point you're shop happy, getting on Nails by Annabelle, click, 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 shoving stuff in your basket that you paid for on the finance that you're paying off monthly. So you can buy £400 worth of stuff with all your points, pay it, with the divide by, and then with the points that you bought with the divide by. Oh my God, I'm even explaining this properly. Even explaining it is like hard. I'm going to start again, and we're not cutting this. We are not cutting this out. Right,
Take two.
Take two. Pating, pating. Right. Your bundle converts into points on your account. That's easy, that bit, yeah? Then you go on the Nails by Annabelle site, you buy whatever you want, you check out using them points, and then we deliver you the stock. But you've not had to pay for them in full because you're paying for it on your finance over the 12 months or over the 9 months. Some people do buy bundles just as cash. Anyway, they just add it on and go, yeah, fine, I'll have it as points. But it's a really popular service for the people that are buying with the divide by. If I was to do divide by now, I'd be banging on them bundles because I want the stock, because I too am a Glitterbels addict. We should have just done this as welcome to Glitterbels Anonymous.
So going back to the one coat gel polish that we will hopefully be releasing within the next couple of months. We've had a few questions on why does it take so long for you guys to get new products?
Oh, guys, right. I didn't truly know until I was like quite further on in the industry. The testing process behind these products isn't just like us going, oh, I really like this, nice one, let's release it. Everything is tested. Then it's tested again, then it's tested again, and chemists look at it, and scientists, and it's tested. Every gel polish we have is tested to cure with this lamp. If we have a gel polish that we think is the fittest colour on the planet, if it doesn't cure in this lamp, we can't launch that. So then we've got to make sure that it cures with our lamp. So everything, so we have got things in the pipeline. This is Glitterbels, man. You know that stuff's in the pipeline. It's just that while they're in the testing stage, we don't talk about them. There's no point. We can't give you any sort of release date. I know we have mentioned the one coat, but that's because we have been talking about the gel polishes and stuff. Plus we're a little bit naughty probably for mentioning it. Me and Ebs will be like, we're the Glitterball. But yeah, there's a testing process, guys, and it isn't just as easy as going, I want that one, let's launch it tomorrow. It's not like that. Everything, this is a big brand and they're following every guideline going to make sure we are bringing you the safest product on the market.
So the next question is to do with why is our stock so low or out of stock?
Because you're addicted, all of you. Bye, 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 bye. No, I get it, like it's frustrating. We are updating stock every single day, like in this office, all over. They are constantly on it, updating it, getting you new things, stocking your favourite colours, your favourite brushes, and then you lot all go on and buy, 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 buy. But then with COVID, I don't want to use COVID as an excuse, but we saw significant delays in the stock getting to us, and unfortunately that then transcends to you guys. And like we said, we don't want to give bad customer service, we don't want to do things wrong, we don't want to make you wait, but unfortunately we can't help it. If the stock's not here, there's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is let you know when it is, and we do try and post. The ambassadors, the educators, even Annabelle herself will always try and let you know when something that's really popular is coming back, and we'll let you know.
So we've got a question regarding our tips. Which ones are the best ones to use?
Oh, yeah, this one's it's not a hard question, like it's not like a scientist question, but it's hard because everyone has their own favourite. It's like saying what's the best colour. When I get asked that, I find that really hard because I like some, I like more reds and corals, and someone else might like greens or yellows. So with the tips, it's the same principle. We have loads of amazing tips, and new ones are banging. I love almond tips. Almond tips, I feel like, are, for me personally, I can get every shape from them and more the length that my clients will go for. But then we've got, you know, you've got clients that want really long, so your extra long stilettos, things like that, they're amazing. Some people really love the pinched square tips. So we've got so many tips. I think I've got some here just as like decor. But here I've got clear almond, I've got clear pinch square, and then I've got clear stiletto, and then we've got extra long stiletto. The list goes on. I can't tell you which are the best because they're all fantastic. So that'd be like choosing a worst. That's like asking me what my favourite kid is. That's why it's an odd question. I haven't got a favourite child. They're both brilliant in their own rights. One's crazy and one's quiet and mild. So yeah, with the tips, it's the same principle. I always tell my students as well to have a selection of tips because you never guarantee the same style fingertips, fingernails, flat fingernails, whatever. People wanting different lengths, shapes. That's why I love the almond one because you just bang it on. File tiny bit and bang the acrylic on. It's the perfect one for me because that's my shape. But yeah, we've got so many wonderful tips. I couldn't possibly tell you my favourite. I think everything of Glitterbels is my favourite.
So we've had a lot of questions regarding where does Annabelle and the other educators find their inspiration for doing different nails?
Oh, that's a nice one. Well, a lot of inspiration will come from fashion and things like that, but for you guys, we've got this in the bag because we've got the YouTube channel, the Glitterbels YouTube channel, which is completely separate to the Annabelle's YouTube channel. So this one is where we have our ambassadors. I mean, our ambassadors are banging. They're amazing. Our educators, best education team in the UK by far. Like multi-award winning, just banging nail techs, absolutely full of knowledge. They're on there and they're all just, they're sharing their skills. And we've got like, how do I use a cube tip, for example? There's a video on it. How do I remove this? There's a video on it. How do I do marble? There's a video on it. So you could subscribe to that YouTube channel and have an array of information just given to you on top of attending a course that maybe online is only £50. It's like free knowledge, guys. So I would say, and a design class, because you get the educator in front of you, giving you that information, showing you the products, you know, telling you how wet to work with them, things like that, and then absolutely get on that YouTube channel because it is full of absolutely amazing videos.
So the last question that we're going to answer today is to do with customer service.
So like Trisha. I'm that old, guys. I'm nearly 40, so I remember Trisha. Oh, Oprah Winfrey.
Absolutely incredible.
Sorry.
The last question is to do with customer service. What's the best way to contact them? How is your questions or inquiries going to be answered the quickest?
Right. So I can tell you straight away, it's not going to be answered quick as via Instagram. That will get missed. The training page one is small. We've got about 10,000 followers, I'm guessing, and I do try and keep up with that as much as I can. There might be a 24-hour, 48-hour delay. We're talking about the Nails by Annabelle one, or the Glitterbel one. We're talking hundreds of thousands of followers. The messages, like I see it, it's like nothing. It's like letters to Santa. There's that many, right? So we can't keep on top of that. So the best way of getting all the customer service is the customer service email address, which is annabelle@nailsbyannabelle.co.uk. It's a really simple email address. Again, we will put all this information in the comments anyway for you. There's got a telephone line. You can text the telephone line. There's all these ways. They're here 5 days a week. You must, at the weekend, appreciate that that is then when it's closed, so you won't hear anything. Sometimes some of you will message me, and that's fine. If I'm in the office, I will try and pass on your information, but it really does need to go to the email or the call process. Right, I've got to do an outro now. I've never had to do an outro because this is how I do my lives. Hi horns, with a phone, not a camera in my face. So I have to do an outro, which is just basically me thanking you. I'm not just saying bye, but thank you for watching. I hope you found some of this information in the video informative. If you've got any more questions, I'm a message away. I'm like maxing out on my friend requests though, so if I don't add you, it's not because I'm like a div. I just literally can't add you because every time I get try and add someone, I get a big warning flash up at me telling me you are maxing out on your friend request. So I'm gonna have to delete loads of old school friends to add all you you lovely Glitterbels ladies. But if you send me a message and it goes into my others, I always check my others at least 3 or 4 times a week. I will always text you back, I will always message you back. Sometimes if I'm up at the office, it's quite late when I finish and get home, but I will get back to you. But it has been a pleasure answering your questions. Please be mindful about your sanitizer, use moisturiser. I know I just keep going on about it, but it's really important. Please don't use your kit before your education starts. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Please bear with us on orders, and you guys absolutely rock, and we thank you so much for all your support, especially through COVID. To all the students that trained, you are the absolute bomb. To all you buyers, go out there now and smash it. Mwah! Take it easy, guys. Bye.